All right, all right, all right. This is Intuitive Empress coming to you with another read. This is a general read for my sign of Virgo. And I'm going to take this down so we can see the table. Thank you so much to my subscribers and my returning viewers. I appreciate you so much. Subscribers new and old, because I do have some new subscribers. I appreciate all of you so much. To those of you who are new, please do consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification. All right. Please leave a comment if you feel to do so. If you would like to donate, donations are welcome. And if you would like a personal message, that information is in the description, as well as how to make a donation. Please follow the instructions in the description for donations and for messages. That is the only way to get a message or for donations. Intuitive Empress would never reach out to you personally. So if you are receiving an email or any notifications claiming to be Intuitive Empress, it is not. It is a fraud. If you do pay for something in that manner, unfortunately, there is nothing I can do for you. So please, please, please follow the instructions in the description. Thank you. All right, with no further ado, we're going to come into this reading. It starts out with the Tower. So something happened, a change happened, some chaos may have erupted. There may have been a sudden upheaval, trauma, unexpected change, because the Tower is not always bad. Sometimes it's just an unexpected change. It could have been a disaster. It could have been a loss, a tragedy, some sudden revelation about something that alleviated confusion, or something that caused confusion, pain. It could be a separation or divorce, some type of abuse or violence, financial hardships, or maybe you had a natural disaster. Okay. And then we have the intuition card, Pisces energy, with the Page of Cups. Okay. So this could be someone that was very immature, emotionally, breadcrumbing, someone who was someone who was young, maybe younger than you, someone who was very sensitive, someone who was a big dreamer but never to put forth the effort to bring something to fruition. This is someone who could be spiritual. It could be your inner voice who was telling you about this Tower that was coming, about a situation. It could be someone that's considered naive. It could also be happy news. So for some of you, happy news could be coming after the Tower, because the next card out is the Emperor. Okay. So that's Aries energy. So you could be dealing with Aries, have that in your chart. You could have been dealing with a Pisces, or could have Pisces in your chart. Take it as it resonates. This is a general message. Okay, for something a little more personal, you would need to have a personal read where I can pick up and tune in on your specific energy. But I am picking up on the energy of the collective community. Okay. So the Emperor is stable. Has structure, provides protection, has authority. They can be a little bit of a control freak. They are practical and focused. They have discipline and logical. It could be somebody that's older or has a mature spirit. They could be dependable, or they could be a father or father figure. But here we have someone who was breadcrumbing you, or someone immature in love. So it could be the revelation for this person, and the Emperor is now coming in, or it could be that this person was using their authority and control to be a control freak, and using that part of the Emperor energy. We will find out moving forward. We have the Hierophant. The Hierophant here. This is Taurus energy. So you could have been dealing with a Taurus. Okay. And what this says is this is somebody who has traditional values, someone who's very spiritual, have traditional values. This could be you, Virgo, because Virgos tend to be, is an earth sign, so you tend to be very structured. As a Virgo, you could have been moving in your Emperor energy, and the person that you were with was very childish and immature, and that was revealed to you. That's for some of you, okay? So the Hierophant is very conventional. So someone that's an emperor will work well with a Hierophant energy, depending on if your beliefs line up. Okay, so this is a commitment card, marriage card as well. Someone who is wise and shares their knowledge. Someone who does well in social groups, very educated and knowledgeable. As you can see on the card, you have people coming to seek the wisdom of the Hierophant, male or female. Okay, so you can have people that comes and seeks your wisdom. We have the transition card, Aquarius energy. All right, so you could have, after this tower and being breadcrumbed and had somebody who used control tactics, maybe even religious tactics against you, because people do that. Will use the Bible to beat you over the head when that's not what the Bible is for. You decided to move the common waters to heal, to end this relationship, to move on and move forward after the storm, after this breakup. Okay, for some of you, with after having this and dealing with this immature person, you transformed to the Emperor and Hierophant and decided to move on because you started to seek the Most High, and they started the Most High started moving you into a different direction spiritually. Could have caused you to elevate in the spirit, and you realize that you did not need this. We have the Judgment card that is sitting on top of the Tower card. So this Tower came because of judgment, because of someone who was not treating you well. Now, this may not be a lover. It could be a family member, a friend that you ended because of that breadcrumbing, immature energy. There was an awakening because you saw that there were secrets, Piscean energy. And when those were revealed to you through the judgment of the instability, of the deception, okay, of the illusions that this person was trying to put on you through your intuition, something was telling you that it wasn't right, and you may have been praying to the Most High to reveal to you what was hidden and seeking the Most High to get your life right, and that's what caused the judgment. But you are going to be fulfilled. This comes on the Emperor energy, which is a great manifester, male or female. Okay, your wishes are going to be coming true. Your dreams are going to be fulfilled. There's going to be happiness and positivity and optimism that comes, abundance and prosperity. You're going to achieve great things because you took those steps, Virgo. And we have the Seven of Pentacles here, which is your energy, Virgo. You could get a new job offer. You could be starting a business. You've been building and working on something. You have been building your reputation. And this person or these people who came in to cause the tower could have been trying to mess with your reputation, trying to stop the hard work that you had, the commitment and dedication that you had to people, to your spiritual walk, to your business, to your career. Okay, so you were once feeling burdened and overloaded and weighed down, and you are moving away from that energy. Okay, and that is Sagittarian energy. Yeah, with the Judgment, you have the Strength card that came out, Leo energy. For inner strength and courage and bravery, it took that to walk away from this situation. Whatever it is, Virgo. For you to regain control over your life, to tame those energies that were coming after you. And taming just meaning that you put it on prayer and you let God handle that and let him do what needs to be done and send that judgment that was supposed to come. You took the time to overcome self-doubt and begin to focus on what God wanted you to do. So guess what? There's going to be a rush, okay, of victory in your behalf with the Chariot card, Cancerian energy, okay? You're going to be overcoming obstacles. There's going to be success for you, okay, because of your determination and willpower. Because of your self-discipline, hard work, and focus, Holy Spirit is bringing victory to you and bringing it to you quickly. This is the time for you to rest, okay? Getting rid of that fear and anxiety that may be residual. Any stress. This is time for you to relax. Have a quiet place. Go to a place that is dedicated to meditation, regrouping, recuperating from this. But I also see with this that whoever took you through whatever it is, there is going to be their time to feel fear, stress, and anxiety, to feel overwhelmed, to feel mentally overloaded. And they're going to feel this way because you are going to get recognition, okay, for your hard work. Leo energy, success, and victory. That's what's been coming up. Victory, victory, victory. Victory on top of victory. Winning. Having the spiritual advantage. Having triumph, achievement. Getting praise and acclaim and awards for your hard work. Having goodwill towards you. You might be getting fame or be a celebrity. You might have a public stage, okay? And you're going to pick up fans and well-wishers and supporters, which is the total opposite of what you had before the Tower. Why? Because justice, Libra energy is coming in for you, okay? Judgment and justice is about getting what you give out. So there is justice for you. Maybe you have a legal dispute is going to work in your favor, okay? There's karmic justice and consequences for what you do. People say consequences like it's negative, but consequences is that balance word. What you put out is what you get. Every decision has a consequence. Positive or negative consequences. I told my nephew when he graduated high school, the day he graduated high school, that you're a man now. You're going out into the world. He decided he wanted to leave the nest, and I let him know, you're an adult now. The world sees you as an adult. The decisions you make, you can't no longer run to us to resolve. There are going to be positive and negative consequences. So you have to count the cost of everything that you do. And live with those consequences. The person who did you wrong, friend, family, foe, lover, they are going to be dealing with the consequences of the choices that they made. Whatever it is they sow, they're going to reap. We have the Hangman energy upside down on the Tower, which is on the Strength card and also the Judgment card. Well, not upside down. It is in the upright. The Hangman is just upside down. So I apologize. You could have been feeling trapped and confined. You could have had some self-limiting beliefs, some uncertainty, a lack of direction, needing a release, needing to let go of things. You might have been sacrificing and waiting, not knowing which way to go. And so you were contemplative of what was going on. This also could be, and I'm feeling for some of you, the energy of the person who did you wrong. Now they're feeling trapped. Whereas before you were feeling overburdened and everything like that. Now they may be feeling that way. For some of you, they are feeling that way. So what we have is the Love card. So for some of you, this was a love situation. Maybe you were indecisive about the love situation until the Tower came. This is a card of partnership. So this could have been a business partnership that did not go well. It's a card of unity, love, compatibility, happy couples, potential soulmates, relationship harmony, balance, as in justice, equality, attraction, connection. You could be getting, giving or getting a proposal, getting engaged, getting married. Okay. So for some of you, this is an engagement card, someone coming in to show you love. For others of you, this was a partnership. And because whatever partnerships may have broken up, again, justice is there. You reap what you sow, you get what you give. So this is going to be a time, Virgo, where there are going to be people who are coming in to partner with you, to love you, that'll be compatible with you, that your soulmate will be coming in and you will have that balance that you were supposed to have. We have the Queen of Cups, which is an emotionally mature female, or this could be a male who is heavily in his feminine energy. And it does not mean weak. It just means that someone who is showing love, someone who is balanced when it comes to their love, their masculine and feminine side, where they can show that sensitivity and warmth and kindness. Someone who is strong in discernment, someone who's romantic, someone who's loyal and faithful. This gentleman or female could be shy, but because they're sensitive, they could be easily wounded. They're very attractive. They could be a daydreamer. Most creative people are. And since you are a creative person, Virgo, or you are good at nurturing that, this would be a great relationship or partnership. Okay, so there is a decision to be made, or a decision that has been made that you couldn't make before because maybe you didn't have all of the information with the Tower coming and everything like that. When the Tower came, you were able to make a decision because you may have been on the fence on which way to turn. You could have been torn between partnerships when it came to business. You could have been torn between working a corporate job and having your own business. You could have been torn between staying in a relationship or leaving a relationship. And we have the Knight of Cups here. This is, again, a romantic proposal, an offer, an invitation. So you want to seek the Most High before you take it. It says gentlemanly behavior, someone that's coming to sweep you off your feet. okay? Someone that's gentle and warm, or use your intuition. This could be God sending you this on justice, because for some of you that had the poor relationship, okay? And you have the potential for abundance if you take the right path with the financial new beginning, okay? So any investments, the business that you started, you might be getting a promotion on a job. You are manifesting those things. Those of you who did what you were supposed to do and sold positive things, judgment is coming. Judgment is here, okay? I tell everybody judgment is what it is. Just because you're in a Virgo reading and you happen to be a Virgo, when someone says something positive is happening and judgment is coming and karma for others, you have to look at your actions and your works, okay? If you sold love, if you sold money, if you sold your time, if you sold, meaning planted good things, then that is what is going to be your judgment. That is what is going to be what you manifest. But if you did not manifest good things, then you are not going to manifest good things in return. I have to say that because, you know, people watch these videos, and as soon as someone says something great is going to happen, you have people, you be surprised. You have people who did some wicked things to people, and they think when judgment time comes around and karma comes around, then they're going to be the recipient of good, even though they planted no good, even though they deceive people and stuff. So that's why I have to be, God sent me on here to tell the truth. And if you, judgment has not come for you yet, it's coming, it's on its way, it's been hitting. Pray and seek the Most High. He is forgiving, He is loving. And it doesn't, I mean, the thing about it is, it's up to you how hard things are going to hit. Because things are not going to pass you by. It is a universal law, okay? It is a spiritual law that you reap what you sow. But in the reaping, there can be mercy in that reaping if you turn away from the wicked way. And that is true. Okay? So we have investment. Some of you are going to get a return on your investment, some good news. And it says earthly matters, which means in business, in life, with your children, pretty much in the things of this world, having solid beginnings. You may be setting goals, or you need to set goals. You need to develop a plan if you have not already. Laying the foundations. This is what we were talking about, laying the foundations for good to come, to be able to sow, and in order to reap good things. This is the sowing process for some of you. And both of those were, we had Scorpio with the Knight of Cups. We have your energy, Virgo, with the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles also having Capricorn and Taurus energy. Okay. We have defeat. So some people who have pledged war against you in the natural or in the physical are going to suffer defeat. Or if you were the one pledging war, again, it depends on what you sold, okay? Somebody around you could have been heavy in addiction, depression, mental health issues. It could have been secrecy. We talked about that with the moon card. Obsession, cheating, someone that was codependent, someone that was in bondage and in turn causing you to be in bondage, someone who was very materialistic, someone who was hedonistic in their sexuality, someone who felt powerless and hopeless, and therefore they were abusive, violent, and it may have assaulted you. Abuse is verbal, mental, emotional, as well as physical. So it could be any of those things or a combination of those things. If this was your energy, you need to clean that energy up, because again, judgment is coming. All right. And we have Capricorn energy. We have on this card with the Ace of Wands, not Capricorn, oh my gosh, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy. This is someone who is seeking a new beginning. So you could be seeking a new beginning, Virgo. Good news is happening. It says physically starting something. This is someone who goes out to change their environment. So you could be walking away, and this is on the card where it was the transition up in the beginning here with the Six of Swords moving the calmer waters. Okay, on the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords, which is Libra, balance energy, Aquarius, and also Gemini. Okay, and this is still with new plans, new beginnings, new ideas, but it's also the Truth card. Okay, so what has been said here is definitely the truth. Okay, you may have had to fight many battles, been juggled, some of you. Okay, and we have Leo energy was standing up for your beliefs. You may have had to stand up for what you believe in. Okay, you might have had to be protective and defensive of your heart. Okay, you may have had to hold your own in certain situations because someone could have been juggling you, or maybe you were juggling whether you wanted to do something. Capricorn energy is also you finding balance. Balance. That's what's been coming up in here, along with victory and fighting and standing up for what you believe, making things happen, manifesting things in the spiritual realm, changing your environment. The choice is yours, though, Spirit is saying. That's why maybe is on that card. The choice is yours of where you're going to go. And we have the Death card. Spiritual transformation, new beginnings, letting go, endings, transition, sudden or unexpected upheavals, and endings to release. That goes hand in hand with the Tower card. Okay? But know that the Tower and the Death card is made for you to transform. This is Scorpio energy. The card says, I am willing to let go of a past version of myself. This is all about you, Virgo, and you moving to a different level, okay? A different level in the spirit, a different level in worldly matters, but you have to be prepared for it. You have to do it right. You cannot step on someone to get to the top and expect for blessings overwhelming. Yeah, things may go your way for a short period of time, but you do reap what you sow, okay? And you have independent wealth. We also see that with people who were stars, and they may have had a 30-year run of good things, and then all of a sudden a tower will hit. Because see, nobody knows when judgment comes. A tower will hit, and somebody that you believe to be a certain way and so fabulous and stuff, it'll start to come out just how wicked they were in the wicked dealings that they had. And they'll go from being to the top to going to the bottom. We have more of your energy, Virgo, with the 9 of Coins, or the 9 of Pentacles. It's independence, success, financial stability, security, profit, prosperity, wealth, property, abundance, rewards. through hard work, collecting on investments, thriving in business, and having status. All of these things, but it's up to you. Are you going to make that transformation? Some of you have, and it's just your time to have those things. But some of you have not. And I have to speak to both of them. Okay, it says making a break for it. That's what's on this card. Aquarius energy. It keeps saying moving on, making a break, moving, changing your atmosphere. Sometimes you could be doing good, but the people around you are not. And you will be affected by that, Virgo. You could be around people who are lying, being deceitful, tricking, cheating, thieving, having underhanded schemes, dangerous and risky behavior, having friends masquerading who are not really friends, that are your frenemy, someone spying, having someone have a lack of a conscience. And you could be doing all the things right, but because of who's around you, that stuff will rub off on you. The judgment will rub off on you. So for some of you, Holy Spirit has revealed to you somebody's nature. And they may not have done things to you, or maybe they have and you just didn't know. The Holy Spirit is calling you out of that. Because judgment and karma is coming. And guess what? When you're around that person going through karma and judgment, it's going to affect you too. And for some of you, Taurus energy, with the Seven of Swords, you have been waiting for things to come into fruition. For some of you, there are people around you who are waiting for this harvest to happen for you, just so they can come and steal it away. Just so they can be on the side of you, so they can reap the benefits. Oh wow, that card came out hard. So we have curiosity. You have some people around you because they were curious. What is it about, Virgo? You have some people who may have even gotten readings on you, or they have great intuition, and they were around just for what they can get from you. For some of you, you have delayed news coming. You might have to have a need for patience. Some of you have already been patient, and your blessings were delayed until you removed those people who were like locusts, eating up your harvest before you even had the chance to get it. Okay? Some people were eating the seed before the plant could grow. It's funny, I was looking at this card, and I've seen this card because I have a couple of decks. What I was saying is people were eating the seed before the harvest. And so for some of you, this is you guarding what you've planted, guarding what you've gained spiritually from those robbers. Some people are going to feel out in the cold, Taurus energy, because for many of you, you are leaving things behind. You've gotten revelations. You have learned the spiritual lessons. And you saw who was for you when you went through your temporary financial hardship. When you went through the trial you had to go through and pass in order to get this. For some of you, you felt left out in the cold when folk walked away. You felt like the world was against you while you were going through your adversity and struggle. You could have been someone who gave to everybody. And as soon as you needed help, there was nobody to be found. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. It's all about routine. You had certain routines, Capricorn energy. You were patient, practical, loyal, responsible. You were persistent. You were conservative. You were a hard worker. And it's going to pay off. See, we have delayed news here, right? With the Page of Swords. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is, people say, is the slowest knight in the deck. Because the knight gets to where they need to be to deliver this money, to deliver whatever this is, the love and everything. But things that take a while are worth waiting for. It's like you can have fast food, you can go and get it, but a home cooked meal takes longer. But it's more, you know what's in it. It's healthier. Fast food could be hit or miss. But someone who really knows how to cook and doing things from scratch, man, is worth the wait. Is tasty. Boy, oh boy. That's what your blessing is. Something that is worth the wait. Finger looking good. All right, so let's move on into this. All right. We're going to use the Muse Tarot. That's what's coming to me. We're going to get a couple cards from this. So we're already at over half an hour. Holy Spirit, heavenly angels of the Most High God, what messages do you have for our Virgo community here? Wow. All right. So we have the Three of Emotions, the Two of Voices, Three of Inspiration, and we have the Justice card. So, just by looking at this card, you have 3 people on here. You have water that symbolizes there you go. I'm trying to get this to focus. Water on here that symbolizes emotions. So you could be deep in your emotions right now. You have this woman holding the globe here. They're sitting in water, and it's blue. Blue normally symbolizes deliverance. So for some of you, you could be being delivered from immature emotions or just seeing things strictly from your emotions. It's also about a card about friendship. So some of you could be letting go some of emotions when it comes to friendships. Before, we had the thing about the frenemy, or maybe you're opening up your heart to friendship. It's a card that can be about celebrations and collaboration, building your soul family, because some of you may have had to separate from your natural family. Sometimes it's a love triangle, but it's always about a soul connection. Okay, this card is about having deep friendships. The card has a maiden on it, a mother on it, and someone who is deeply spiritual. These could be, if you are feminine, about the different stages of your life, from when you were young to when you became older, became a mother, maybe a godparent or something like that, and then someone more mature after you've experienced some things in life. This can also be a male card for the same thing as well. Okay, this could be you sharing your deepest parts of your spirit with the divine, with others around you. Someone who walks in truth and honesty. Being vulnerable, meaning you sharing your life experiences and lessons with other people. And that takes some vulnerability. Okay. You have the Two of Voices. And here you have two people here who are seemingly connected in the mind, but they're both blind. Okay. And you have this person down here. Okay. You have clouds. So when I see this in a door, open door, this is you being guided by spirit to where you need to be, but also hearing the voice, a negative voice of the devil telling you what you can't do. And in the other one, it was talking about, the other deck, it was talking about moving, um, moving on, moving out, dealing with self-doubt. Okay. So again, this could be indecision, and we saw that in the other deck with the Two of Swords. Not knowing which way to go, feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place. Okay, having two paths and two options, making a decision. You have to make a decision, figuring out which path is the real one for you and which one is not. One leads to the future, and the other one will fade away as potential without form. What does that mean? It means that one will lead you to where you're supposed to be in victory, and the other one will lead to loss of income, heartbreak, betrayal. The person, again, sits at the door, tossing between the light and the dark. In the book, it says two voices, but this is a battle, a spiritual battle between, are you listening to the voice of the divine, or are you listening to the voice of the devil? The devil card came out in the other one, and that leads to what? Addiction. Doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. There are all types of addictions: food addictions, internet addictions, um, addiction for attention. Okay, sex, all kinds of things. You have free will. But it's important for you to seek the Most High for direction and to make the right direction. Sometimes the road can seem equally as sweet. Sometimes the road you're supposed to take looks like a hard road, and the road that you're not supposed to take can seem sweet and covered with flowers and roses and unicorns and all of that. But remember, that way is only an illusion. And just as quick as you walk down that road, poof, everything that you thought you were going to get disappears. Taking the right road doesn't mean that everything is going to be easy, because you're going to get tried on that path. So you will stay to see if you will stay on that path. And that's where many people go wrong, Virgo. Don't make the wrong choice, okay? Listen to your intuition. Those subtle tuggings, those gentle nudges, dreams you might have, that voice that say, this isn't the right way. And let me tell you, because that voice that tell you is not the right way is a soft, still voice. The voice that'll tell you is the wrong way when you're in the right path is a forceful voice. It's a loud voice. Because see, God does not force you to do anything, but the devil will try to force you, try to bully you. Listen to the whispers of your soul, the soft, still voice of the Most High. Yeah. Then we have the three of inspiration. We have the person here, the woman here, with a path of dominoes. Some of them are upright, some of them are starting to fall down. Okay. So with this, with your maturity, with you taking the road, there is progress. Some of you are already on the right road, but you don't feel like you're making progress. But you are making progress. Slow, steady progress. With, again, in the other deck, we had the oh my goodness. We had the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. So some of you have been waiting for things to lock into place. Expansion of the ideas you have, business opportunities, dreams that you've had, sometimes for years that you've been trying to make this thing happen. This is a sign that good things are coming. But there are divinely implemented pauses that sometimes we have to wait for. Sometimes the enemy will try to make you think that your goals are too giant and lofty. Okay, it could take some time for things to line up. The space between the first step you take and seeing your dream realized can feel frustratingly vast. But you must know that you have to trust the things that are happening in the spiritual realm for you. This can be hard for all of us. I'm not just saying this like it's so easy to do it. It is not. Okay? So you have to wait for the manifestation. It's on its way, because the next card is justice. And we have justice in the other deck. Again, what was justice? That was the karmic justice coming to you, getting those things that is due to you from the things that you planted. Okay. It's truth, it's integrity. It's fair compensation for the work that you've put in. It's cause and effect. What you put in is the cause. The effect is what is coming out to you. It's taking responsibility for your choices and actions. Okay? It's retribution for what you've done. Retribution, again, is normally seen as bad, just like consequences. But you can have retribution, positive retribution, where you have done and helped somebody. You can have somebody that you helped a long time ago that maybe didn't have to give to you before, but now they do. Or someone you could have influenced that you didn't even know you were influencing, and they will come back. That's happened to me. I have been watching you for a while. What you did, what you said, and you didn't even know I was listening, helped me so much. And now I want to come and I want to be a blessing to you. This is what's coming to you, Virgo, if you go on the right path, if you stay on the right path, if you stay the course. For some of you, it was a long time coming. That's the message that I have for you. And I will see you next message.